Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 Reloaded! If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Shikyo Sendo. I also go by the pen name JW Ashtier, named after a character I wrote in high school as a fun little thing that got me interested in writing. If you're interested in any fantasy books, feel free to check out the link in the description or on the main page. This will give you a link to an Amazon listing that is my book. You do not need to buy it. I personally appreciate it though because I do like seeing people enjoying my content. Again, is just something I do for fun, and I also play video games for fun, which is why we're here. For those of you who are returning viewers, welcome back. I'm always happy to see you, and I am glad you're back. I do read every comment that is sent my way if I'm able to, and if I'm able to, I will respond to them. So feel free to leave comments, but do not feel obligated to do so. Now we got the preamble out of the way. What I did off screen. I beat the Reaper a few times to get some bloody buttons, as well as unlock a few items I'm going to go through in a second. I was also able to get up to floor 198, which is the highest we can go right now, and fused all the persona I currently have available to me. So we're good to go. Now, since we are nearing the end of the game, I did look into the ultimate weapons of the game. Every Persona game has their pinnacle weapon. You know, any RPG has a pinnacle weapon. That may be considered their ultimate, may not be, you know, whatever. But I did look into specifically what it requires to get these ultimate weapons. Now, like it was the case with Persona 3 FES, or Persona FES 4 and 5, you do need a specific persona to unlock these weapons. In this case, you will need the personas Lucifer, Chiyu, Masakato, Mara, Aliet, Metatron, Asura, Shiva, and Beelzebub. These are all the persona required to create every single ultimate weapon in the game. I was able to get Chiyu, Masakato, Mara, and Shiva done, which gave me the items Emperor Sake Cup, Bull Warrior's Horns, Dream Drums, and Mara's Head. These are all things required to create the ultimate weapons for certain characters. Specifically, Yukari, Junpei, Akihiko, and Ken. Shinji does have an ultimate weapon as well, but is only available to him in New Game Plus, sadly. You will need other items, specifically the Nihil Black, Nihil White, and Dead Moon's Husk. Dead Moon's Husk you'll only get in the top final block of Tartarus. Nihil White, in case you can't tell, we already got. So we're able to create the ultimate weapons for 2 characters. Kind of. You'll also need rose gold and rubies and diamonds to create these weapons as well. We don't have a lot of those, so we can't make any of them, but they are available. I just wanted to make sure I had these items going into this point. This way I don't have to unlock them. All you have to do is get each of these persona up to a certain level, and they'll just give it to you. It's one of the hard items. So I also did finish all of the requests for Elizabeth at this point in time. There are still a few that haven't appeared on the list, but those are, I'm assuming, date-oriented. Alright, we're skipping that. Alright, town. Babylonia. We're going to sell all of these items. Hello, I'm back at Drive. diamonds, which we need.
What'd you bring? All right, I'll take that.
All right, we're good to go.
You finished? Come back soon.
So once you have access to the materials, all you need to do is go over here, and you can have them fused.
Welcome. Which one? You come
White.
at a good time.
The
There's
evil
some new
gloves
items you
are
can create.
the ultimate weapon for Akihiko, so keep that in mind. I do want to also make a few of these for some characters eventually, but the top priority is going to be the weapons.
Kurosawa and I go way
Pinaka is also the
My
ultimate weapon for
neighbors
Ken,
usually keep me in the loop about everything good. Hope to see.
so we'll worry about that later. Now, on to today. Today is 29th. Tanaka is optional. You don't need to buy it, but you can. Is Shoes of Bane. But today, we're gonna hang out with Hayase. We should be finishing up a lot of social links this set. Personas. Start, good. As a fun side note, Kaguya here has the potential to be the most powerful persona in the game. She was in Persona 5 and Royal, purely because of this ability. If you're able to get Light Amp, Light Boost, and Magical Ability, and max out her magic, she will tear through pretty much any boss, or any enemy. Add to that with multi-target boost now, whew! So yeah, it's she's a nasty persona when you level her up.
So, the big meet for that scholarship was yesterday.
You have to ask, did you win?
Are you seriously asking me that? I got first place, of course.
I say congrats, man.
Well, what'd you expect? But really, thanks. I guess this means it's really over. Running track, I mean, kind of makes me feel empty inside.
I have to ask what he'll do now.
I'm thinking of finding a job, actually. Not to sound dramatic, but I want to do it to protect my family. I know where, too. My dad had connections at a car factory, so I'll apply there. Thing is, it's pretty far away. Go ahead and order extra noodles. It's on me.
And you gotta thank him.
Yeah, eat as much as you want. You helped me figure a bunch of things out, you know. I always blame school or my family for everything. I was using it as an escape from my own responsibilities. I really lucked out by meeting you. If I hadn't, I'd still be stuck in that same hole, and I'll never forget that.
Not a problem, man.
Well, I better start packing. Got a lot of goodbyes to get through and not enough time. We should grab a bite again after school soon. Who knows how many chances we'll get after this. Ramen's just too good to pass up, right?
No joke. God. Debate on going get some ramen for dinner tonight. Sounds really good. Alright, tonight we're going to make coffee with Ken again.
I'm using different beans today. I went to a coffee shop and bought some real ones this time. I made sure to store them in the fridge, and I only ground them right before brewing. I also learned you need to be mindful of how hot the water is, as well as how you pour it. Yes, I practiced with the cheaper beans from before, since I can't afford too many of the expensive ones. Although, it was hard to drink all that coffee, so I added a lot of milk and sugar. Well then, let's drink, shall we? Cheers! Still really bitter. So bitter. But it's not only that. I could actually taste some of the sweetness and richness this time. The beans and brewing technique can make a huge difference, huh? Oh, and the smell was great too. I'm feeling a little nostalgic, actually. Thanks for joining me. You can go on ahead. I'm gonna practice a little more to try and get the hang of this. Let's make some more if we ever get the chance.
Sure.
First, I gotta use the bathroom. I drank a lot while I was practicing today.
If you like coffee, there's nothing wrong with putting a little cream and sugar in it. There really isn't. Same thing with some teas. The cherry blossom. Alright, and today, we're gonna hang out with the Emperor. We're just gonna blitz through these social links, get them done.
Today's meeting is canceled. Did Odagiri-san do something? A teacher came by earlier and called him to the faculty office. That teacher seemed really upset.
Don't be so stubborn. All you have to do is write his name on the list.
He was appointed to the student council by the president herself. He's a responsible person. That's why I didn't add him to the suspect list.
You know there are witnesses who've seen him wandering the streets late at night, don't you? I thought you hated students who don't follow the rules.
It's not that I doubt the witness reports. It's more that I trust him. So I'm not adding him to the list.
Odagiri, I really thought you were smarter than this. You can go ahead and forget about our deal.
Jeez.
So, you heard all that.
Gotta say it wasn't me.
I know. You don't have to convince me. That teacher suspects you of all people. How he ever got certified is a mystery to me. Don't worry. Even if the whole school turns on me, I'll have your back.
Such a bro. Alright, up to rank 8. We're getting so close.
I'll have your back. You're starting to rub off on me. See you later.
I'm doing what on you? Alright, time to do something a little new. We're going to make tea with Mitsuda after this.
Oh, welcome back. You're late. Ryoji-kun was just leaving.
Oh, hey there. Chilly out, huh? Hope you don't go catching a cold. You know, I stop by here pretty often. Weird we never see each other. Well, I'm out of here. See you later.
Later, Ryoji.
Was that Ryoji-san?
Yeah, he said he was going home.
Why was he here?
To see Junpei. They've been hanging out a lot ever since the school trip.
But the rules state that visitors aren't allowed here.
Yeah, but Kirijo-senpai said it's cool as long as no one stays late.
I don't think we have anything to worry about. He is dangerous. Dangerous? Ryoji-kun?
Come to think of it, he did hit on Mitsuru-senpai the first time he met her.
But having him around has really helped cheer you up, Junpei-kun.
Well, no point in dwelling on the past, right? Won't change a damn thing.
That's true.
Hmm? What's up, Ai-chan?
I'm fine. It's just... I envy you, Junpei. I'm a machine, so I don't understand what it feels like to live.
Really? Well, you don't seem that different.
In my case, it's more accurate to say that I'm operational as opposed to alive. There are times when I malfunction, but I can always be repaired.
overwhelm if we were all like you, then we never have to worry about dying. Oh, crap! I don't have time to talk right now. I've got a mountain of homework. Serves me right for slacking. Oh, no use whining.
Junpei studying on purpose? I guess hell finally froze over. Well, better call it a night then.
The gift of life is not something I should possess. A weapon is much more difficult to operate when it's alive. That said, I believe I understand the concept of loss. Leader, the thought of something happening to you, it makes me... Understood. You are very special to me. I can't explain why, but I never want to leave your side. I want to protect you at all costs, to be there for you always. I apologize for keeping you. You must be tired. So much has happened in so little time. I'll return to my room as well. Good night. Ryoji Mochizuki. He is dangerous. What is this unsettling feeling? I am a machine. I can't die. So no one will have to grieve for me. I have to do something. I don't want to see them suffer anymore.
Oh, I guess. Alright, time to make some tea.
Yes. Thank you. Help yourself to the snacks as well, if you'd like. Today, I wanted to show my thanks for your hard work, as well as check in to see how you're doing. Ever since you joined us, you've been taking on a lot of responsibility as leader of our group. Have you been running into any trouble? If you have, please don't be afraid to let me know. I apologize for putting so much pressure on you. I'll do whatever I can to help. I have to say, I am grateful that you agreed to take on the leadership role. And I want you to know that you're doing an excellent job. Akihiko was right about you. Your cup is empty. Let's pour you another. It's late. We ended up spending a lot of time here. Let's turn in for the night. Oh, I'll take care of the cleanup. I'm glad we had the chance to talk today. I'd like to invite you again when the opportunity arises. Then with that, I bid you a good night.
She looks cute in that outfit. I like it. Alright.
Hello, it's me. Sorry for calling so late. Now then, about the new arrival from the other day. I'd like to ask that you perform a full autopsy. If we find any distinctive features, we may be able to locate her family. Also, I can't help but think that the Kirijo group is connected to Strega in some way. Considering this, I think it would be disrespectful to sweep her death under the rug. And of course, I'll take full responsibility. What? What did you just say? Transmogrified. The body? But judging by the post-mortem, we were certain she was... All right. I'm sorry, but please keep this strictly confidential until we know more. If there are any other changes... Yes, absolutely. Right then. What is going on? I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens for now.
So it seems like Chidori is not as dead as we thought. That's actually kind of cool. Music room. Alright. Today is the first of the month. 3-week month. Been a while since I've done this. Alright, so we are going to hang out with Ryoji. He's out by the music room. Ryoji, not Ryuji. Well, he's in the music room.
Hey, thanks for coming. Oh, right. I was absent today. Well, that's not exactly it. It's just... How do I put this? I suddenly just got this feeling that I'm running out of time, and I felt like I had to see you. I had to talk to you. Sorry. I'm not even sure what I wanted to say to you. So, I guess for today, I'd like to say thanks. It hasn't been that long since we met, but I feel like I've learned so much by spending time with you. I just really wanted to thank you for that. You showed me around the school and the city. I got to hang out with you and the others. I even got to go on a trip with you. That was a lot of fun. It's been a joy to experience and learn new things every day. Just like this. That's an interesting suggestion. I'm sure it'd be wonderful if we could play together. But maybe we'll save that for another time. When I saw those couples in Kyoto, or when I visited you guys at the dorm, I realized that's what it really means to build a connection with someone. It's that feeling of overcoming something together and keeping each other going. Both sides need to come to an understanding. That's how connections are built, right? I want you to know that you're important to me. I know I said I wanted us to be friends, but I actually want to be something more. What about you? I don't really get it myself, but
Excuse me? Oh, it's you. Sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt. I was just passing through the hall, and I heard someone playing a beautiful song on the piano, so I thought I'd stop by to watch the performance. Who was the one playing? Was it you? Oh, I wanted to ask. It might have just been my imagination, but I thought I sensed Ryoji-kun's presence in this room. Were you not with him? Hmm?
I like the mental of him. Once Fuka knocked on the door, Ryoji panics, like, "Oh no, she's gonna find out!" And she just dives out the window, like full on. Oh, what was it called? Scott Pilgrim just diving out the window.
Welcome back.
All right, tonight we're gonna watch a DVD with Yukari.
Hey! Yes!
We're finally at the last episode. I wonder how it's going to end. You know, about this series, I mentioned before how it caught my attention, but I was afraid it might be too scary for me. But I'm glad I watched it. Guess it's important to break out of your comfort zone sometimes. Do you ever try watching things from genres you don't normally get into?
No, that's actually a good question. I actually do that sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with my taste in like anime and whatnot. I really like isekai. I love the concept of people go to other worlds and or vice versa. Not really into shonen, but I do really like. I have started recently getting into like romance animes, just because they're interesting. I do that a lot with non-Japanese anime as well, like TV shows and whatnot. I recently got into the Planet of the Apes series, and that's really outside of my usual zone of stuff. But it's kind of cool. I like watching it. Same with the MonsterVerse with Godzilla. I like Godzilla, sure, but not really into it. But I have a friend who loves Godzilla, so he loves talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll go see the movie. And it's a fun blast to watch. Same with Alien Romulus. I recently watched that. I'm not really an Aliens fan. I'm more of a Predator fan because I love the Yautja. But Romulus was really good, so it was cool.
Oh, wow. I could learn a thing or two from you. Trying out all kinds of shows seems like a good way to find hidden gems. Watching this together made me realize how much I appreciated the main character. Like how she can't turn a blind eye to people in need and extends her hand to almost anyone. And of course the way she kept pressing forward no matter what happened. It was so inspiring. Come to think of it, isn't she just like you? That might be a stretch. Remember how I told you about that girl I was close to who started ignoring me one day? It's not like I did anything to make her hate me. We'd been friends for a long time, but one day out of the blue, she just said, "My mother told me I can't play with you anymore." It's because there were rumors floating around about my parents. I kinda get it now, looking back, but at the time I was just sad. What I'm trying to say is, this show made me realize I'd like to be a little more like the main character. I want to be the kind of person who'd help anyone at any time. Someone who's kind and strong. It might be silly to say I look up to a fictional character, but there's no harm in following her example. At least, that's what I think.
There's nothing wrong with that. New personality. Reduce the SP cost of nice.
Oh, the last episode's starting. That ending was so good. I hope they'll make a sequel.
So Yukari's just our healer right now. That's awesome. She always was, but you know.
I'll bring more DVDs I'm curious about next time. It's about time we head back to our rooms. Have a good night, okay?
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that she got that ability. That she's learning more things. All right. Today we're going to hang out with Mitsuru. What's my persona? Do I have a persona? Yeah, I do. Alright, Mitsuru.
Hello. Thank you. Interesting. So this takoyaki doesn't contain an entire octopus, but only a small portion. I mean, that does make sense. The entire creature would be far too large for a single person. Sometimes my own ignorance truly astounds me.
Alright. We have to say, why not give it a try?
Seeing is believing, I suppose. Excuse me, one piece of takoyaki, please. What? Oh, they're only sold in multiples? How generous. So I'll receive an entire tray for this price. So it's filled with dice octopus. Interesting. There's a mild sourness combined with the chewy texture of the seafood. Quite flavorful. Are there other ingredients mixed in? In any case, it's quite good. C'est très bon. That reminds me, Akihiko once mentioned this place. Speaking of Akihiko, don't you think he's been acting differently lately? I can't place my finger on it, but I've known him for quite a long time. It feels like something's changed. Maybe he's just maturing.
I gotta say, are you happy?
Of course I'm happy. With all that we've been through, it can be difficult to get over what's happened in the past. But Akihiko is using his experiences to make himself stronger. I'm quite impressed by that. When I look at Akihiko, I can't help but reflect upon my own life. It's the most peculiar feeling.
Gotta say, maybe you're anxious.
Anxious? You may be right. Maybe a part of me is panicking because I feel like I'm being left behind. Sorry, don't mind me.
I like this side of her.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry to subject you to my thoughtless rambling. Just forget I said anything.
I gotta say, I heard nothing.
Thank you. That takoyaki was absolutely delicious. We should eat here again sometime.
Yeah. Nice takoyaki.
Welcome back.
Alright. No, I haven't. I guess is currently AWOL. Yeah, we're gonna tend the garden with Junpei. Right? Right.
Alright. The only vegetables I ever see at the store are plain old ordinary ones. You know those fancy veggies only people like Kirijo-senpai would eat? If we could grow something like that, we'd make a fortune, don't you think? Oh, damn! So you're up for it? Yeah, we gotta dream big. You're pretty good with your hands, so what do you say? Want to join forces and make a name for ourselves? Well, we should probably get to work before we get ahead of ourselves. This is getting really rough on my back. And my hands are all caked in dirt. But for the sake of Junpei's brand name luxury veggies, I gotta keep going. I don't know how I could deal with all this on my own, so let's do this again, okay?
Yeah, not bad. Oh, something ominous. What is the full moon?
I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?
I kinda just ended up here somehow. It's so strange. The sky and the ground look all weird, and there's no one around. Something bad's happening right now. But for some reason, I feel at peace.
Have you forgotten?
What?
This is the dark hour. Ordinary people shouldn't be free to roam about. You've adapted to it somehow. Too well for a human. I finally understand. That's why I feel this way whenever you are around. You are dangerous. You are my enemy.
Your enemy? Enemy. That's right. It was on a night like this, with a full moon. It was a long time ago.
Yes, we've met once before. You and I were enemies.
Who am I? Who are you?
I am Aegis, the last of the anti-shadow suppression weapons. I was created to destroy shadows.
destroy.
And you. Your true name is Death. You are the shadow I sealed away 10 years ago.
Shadow? Yes, 10 years ago, on the night when I was born, I stood on this very bridge.
My sole purpose is to destroy shadows. That is the reason why I was given both a sense of self and a persona.
I am the bearer of the 13th Arcana. Everyone knew me as Death. But when I came into being, a part of my power was broken off and scattered. I wasn't at my full strength back then. I was incomplete.
Even so, your power was still far too great. Since I was unable to defeat you, my only option was to seal you away. However, under the circumstances, there was only one suitable vessel. A human boy who had the misfortune of being nearby. I had no other choice.
Now I see. I was inside of him all this time. And I unwittingly led him to discover my 12 missing pieces. And then... I get it. I understand now. I remember everything. I know exactly who and what I am.
Palladium!
Don't be foolish, I guess. You can't win. I'm even stronger than before.
The machine is created to serve a specific purpose. I will destroy you. That is my only reason for existing!
It doesn't have to be that way, I guess.
Sorry. I can't carry out my mission. I'm a machine that can't fulfill its purpose. I have no reason to exist. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm scared.
Juno! Did something happen?
Yukari? What's the matter?
Well, I realize it's a full moon tonight. You did too, huh? Oh, God. I'm turning into a workaholic. Wait. Is something actually going on?
We're not certain of anything yet, but we can't find Igus.
What? Where could she have gone?
At one point, I was able to sense a persona, but I lost Igus right after that.
You sensed a persona? Could it have been Strega?
Well, she hasn't detected any of them, but we can't be positive.
I've pinpointed her location. The Moonlight Bridge.
All right, call the others. Let's see what's going on over there.
Igus!
I'm sorry. I remember everything. I remember who I am. Who he is. Leader, I know why I wanted to be by your side. I'm sorry. I failed. I'm sorry.
You have no reason to apologize.
You?
Ryoji-kun? Wait, what are you doing here? I guess...
What is going on?
It's all my fault.
You did this?
Hold on, Akihiko. He's not showing any signs of aggression. Now tell us, who or what are you?
Turns out, I'm not so different from the creatures you call shadows.
You're a shadow?
I'm more than just an ordinary shadow. I'm the Appriser, born from the union of the 12 Arcana.
The Appriser?
I remember everything now. The terrifying truth about the shadows. And about me. I can't... It's all so hard to believe.
You know the truth about the shadows?
I do.
What?
The shadows are here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being. As for the Appriser, it draws the maternal being to it, allowing her to awaken.
And the Appriser? That's you?
That's right.
His maternal being. What is it?
She's on a level of her own. No words in our language can describe her. 10 years ago, a man collected hordes of shadows and contained them in a laboratory. That's where I was born. But the unification was interrupted, and I awoke before I was complete. After that, Aigis took me down, and I returned the favor.
Aigis? Is this for real, Ryoji?
She knew she couldn't destroy me completely, so out of desperation, she sealed me within a child who just happened to be nearby. That child grew up carrying me inside him, and by some twist of fate, he later made his way back here. He even transferred to your school.
A transfer student? You don't mean...
That's right. I've lived inside him for a long time.
But how...
And when his persona awakened, the 12 shadows did as well. All in order to become one with me.
Ryoji, you're the Appriser? And you were inside of him? How the hell do you expect us to just believe all that?
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, but there's more I need to tell you.
Ryoji-kun!
He's completely worn out. Let's let him rest for now. Aigis needs us too. We'll pick up where we left off after that. He's awake now. Let's meet tonight on the 4th floor.
Got it.
All right. I'll see you then.
Damn you, Ryoji.
It looks like we're all here.
Are you okay, Ryoji-kun?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks. Besides, I have more to tell you guys.
Ryoji-kun.
Then allow me to jump right in. We have many questions that need answers, after all. Yesterday, you said the shadows were here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being. Tell us more about this. What happens if she returns?
The maternal being is called Nyx.
Who the hell's Nyx?
Nyx is the mother of shadows. In ancient times, she bestowed death upon this world. If she awakens, the world will be swallowed by darkness, and all life will perish.
All life?
Are you saying everyone will die?
It'd be more accurate to say that we'll all surrender the will to live.
Wait, are you talking about the Lost? The Fall.
But there's still a way to stop it from happening, right? What? Don't tell me there's nothing we can do.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why are you apologizing? Are you saying there's no way to stop it?
That's right. You heard the bell. That's when it was all decided. I'm the appriser. The appriser of death. The fact that I'm here at all proves the fall is coming.
The fall is coming.
When will it happen?
I don't think you'll live to see next spring.
That's barely any time at all. What are you guys freaking out about? Nick Schmicks, am I right? All we gotta do is win and we're golden. And we haven't lost a single fight yet, have we?
More like, it's not possible. When you're up against Nyx, power doesn't mean a thing. It's like trying to fight the inevitable. Like death or the flow of time. Nyx can't be defeated. She just can't.
What? This is bullshit!
This is all so sudden.
I was born from a collection of shadows, but now I have a human form, so I can talk with you, laugh with you, cry with you. It's the gift I received for existing within him, and because of that, I can give you a choice.
A choice?
Nyx's arrival is unavoidable now, but you can choose to live in peace until she arrives. You just have to kill me. If the appriser disappears, all recollection of the Dark Hour would go with me, and that would erase any memories of this hopeless reality. There'd be no way for you to remember anything. When the fall comes, it'll happen in an instant. You won't have to suffer at all.
We'll forget everything?
I'm saying you can go back to your normal lives, and by doing that, you might buy a little time and delay the fall too. Technically, I'm the same as Nyx, so I can't be killed. But thanks to him, there's a part of me that's become human. So if it's done by his hand, then it may be possible.
Ryoji-kun.
If you don't kill me, everything will stay just as it is. With no hope for salvation, you'll live every day paralyzed by the fear of your impending death. And I don't want to put you through something like that. This is something only you can do. No one else.
Well, I definitely don't want my memories erased. I mean, forgetting all this would be like trying to hide from the truth.
Is that really such a bad thing? If you don't do this, all that awaits is despair greater than you can possibly imagine. You don't understand the terror of certain death. Don't make your decision without at least thinking about it first.
Why is this happening?
You don't have to decide right now. There's still some time. December 31st, New Year's Eve. You have until then to think about it. After that, I'll dissolve into the blackness of the dark hour and lose my physical form.
Ryoji.
When Nyx arrives, I'm going to disappear anyway. So please, don't worry about me. I'll be back when New Year's Eve rolls around.
Hey! Ryoji, wait!
Stop, Junpei-kun! I felt Ryoji-kun's presence vanish just now. There's no point in chasing him. He's gone.
Ryoji-kun.
I guess he'll be back.
Happy times. Alright. So we're going to do another one of these. And work on the hero font. Which is the old couple. Which we haven't done in ages. Oh, that's just depressing. Alright, so we have another Igus request to do real quick. Not Igus, Elizabeth. And then once we get that done, I'm going to call it for today.
Good.
How about requests?
Here are my requests. By all means. Oh, yeah. I will await a report of success.
Auto Marukaja. I can get that done. Alright. We want to head to Iwatodai Station and talk to the eccentric man. Not you. What? Where's the eccentric man? Is it strip mall or? Oh, there he is. Santa? I'll do it. Santa hat, cool. Christmas present. What's the Santa hat do? Is that like a custom costume? No. That's a shame. Alright, I'm gonna turn this into Elizabeth. I gotta stop calling her I guess. And then we're gonna call it from here.
Good.
Requests.
Are you accepting a request? Wonderful.
That is adorable.
Mark? Is that true?
Incense box. And rubies, nice. What's the incense box do? Oh, insta heal. Cool. That's useful. Alright, I'm gonna see if there's anything I can make. We've got a lot of rubies.
Great, so what will it
I need the
be?
gold quartz. Okay. See, I think every single one of them requires 3 rubies and 5 quartz, gold quartz.
Everything good? Come again.
I'm not sure about that. Either way, we're going to call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the set despite how depressing it was. I'll see you guys next time where we'll continue on from here. But till then, as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until then, bye-bye.